Details of Deep Silver's upcoming Dead Island 2 demo, featuring a brand new gameplay video and more, have been revealed. Only a few short weeks ago, Dead Island 2 was delayed again, with the promise of a new streaming demo for fans to check out. However, the game was showcased this Tuesday, December 6, 2022, with the presentation titled Dead Island 2 Showcase: Another Day in Hell A. Firstly, all you need to know about Dead Island 2, its new features and upgrades. All new content and features for the game were presented in the riveting live-action film Another Day in Hell A. An exciting new trailer for Dead Island 2 was also shown for the first time, giving fans an extended look at the game's most recent and improved gameplay. Nonetheless, on April 28, 2023, Dead Island 2 will be released on PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox consoles, and PCs. It's been verified that Dead Island will be brought back to life, and its release is scheduled for 2023. The trailer ultimately puts to rest years of speculation, rumors, and leaks surrounding the project when it was finally officially presented during the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2022 display. Dead Island 2, which is being developed by Dambuster Studios and was supposed to be released in February of the following year, has had its release date pushed back by 12 weeks to April 2023. This means it's joined the ranks of games that have been delayed and announced so far in 2022. Because we could get our hands on Dead Island 2 in advance of Gamescom, we were allowed to get a feel for what we may anticipate in this sandbox version of Los Angeles, which has been given the proper name Hell A because of the many armies of zombie villains. A select few people are immune to the undead apocalypse, and that's where you come in. Based on what we've seen, it's swiftly becoming one of the most interesting new games released in 2023. In addition to the news of the postponement, Dambuster Studios disclosed that a brand new gameplay trailer and demonstration would be presented at a showcase on December 6, 2022. However, another compelling character still alive is seen before that happens. Her name is Amy, and she's the new undead slayer. Because of this, she gets her very own promotional video. Before things got so grim and nasty in LA, Amy was a Paralympic gold medalist in the 100-meter dash. That means she can effectively run about and hit zombies in the head. She's a chill Californian with two natural abilities that could prove crucial in the aftermath of the world's end. As a preliminary matter, Amy's relief pitcher skill allows her to recover health after striking a zombie with a thrown weapon. Her second ability, Divide and Conquer, will enable her to do more damage on solitary zombies. A little over 11 years have passed since the predecessor's release to this action RPG horror adventure. The initial version of Dead Island was released in the United States on September 7, 2011, and in the PAL region 2 days after that again. It was given 3.5 out of 5 stars in the review of Dead Island published by GR+. A writer by the name of Matthew Keast made the following observation about the event at the time. It's large, it's messy, it's unique, and ambitious, wobbly experiment. Following the Dead Island 2 leak on August 18th, when an Amazon listing revealed platforms, since deleted story elements, and new pictures. The term Dead Island 2 PC acquired a lot of steam, making it one of the most actively searched words among desktop Dead Islanders. Following the official unveiling of the game at Gamescom Opening Night Live, a press release indicated that it will be available on personal computers through the Epic Store. The PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X are the other platforms confirmed to support Dead Island 2 and the personal computer. Things have been tranquil on the Dead Island 2 trailer front for quite some time, except for the now iconic zombie transformation cinematic shown during E3 2014, which is displayed below. However, Deep Silver and Dambuster Studios surprised us with a brand new reveal trailer and some recently updated gameplay videos at Gamescom 2022. Join me and let's see the unique features of this enthralling game. The new features added to the game are: first, the fights in Dead Island 2. Deep Silver is pitching the combat system in Dead Island 2 as something that will create the most dramatic, visceral, and horrific first-person experience possible. The game's fans were admonished to expect a plethora of weapons to be spread across Dead Island 2's 6 playable characters, each of whom has a distinctive personality and conversation. To make matters even better, each character's powers can be entirely customized, and a brand new skill system allows you to respec characters on the fly to experiment with new character builds. In addition, Deep Silver claims that Dead Island 2 will have the most advanced dismemberment system in gaming, which leads us to believe that individuals with a weak stomach should avoid playing this game. Next, cooperative play in Dead Island 2. While the zombie slash 'em up can be relished in its totality as a single-player experience, linking up with 2 friends in teams of 3 sounds like a lot of fun. The co-op element of Dead Island 2 sounds cool. Deep Silver believes that replayability is guaranteed. As a result of this, since teams will be able to unravel Dead Island 2's thrilling pulp plot and converse with its cast of colorful people within its twisted environment. At this time, it's unknown how the co-op option will be integrated into Dead Island 2, whether it'll be from the beginning of the game or integrated into its story mode, in a pattern similar to that of games such as Dying Light 2 remains to be seen. And finally, the Dead Island 2 development. To put it mildly, the development process for Dead Island 2 has been rather lengthy up until this point. Before the project was formally unveiled at E3 2014, it was rumored that development on the sequel had begun in 2012, when Yager Development was still in charge of the project. The following year, Sumo Digital took up production, and current developers Dambuster Studios took over primary responsibility for Dead Island 2 in 2019. This change occurred 3 years ago, in 2019. Given the lack of information available throughout the game's development, it's difficult to determine how significantly it has evolved from the time it was first conceived to the present day. Since the debut date of Dead Island 2 has been established, it's only natural that additional info will become available in the time leading up to the game's release. Now that we've gotten a lot of information on the Dead Island 2 game, follow me and let's learn more about Dead Island that only James Worrell and David Stenton can give. In an interview, James Worrell and David Stenton were asked if there is a continuity with the previous Dead Island game regarding the plot. They responded by saying they had to produce a significant amount of fresh new world building. James Worrell and David Stenton noted that it continues in the same vein. Therefore, there is a fresh start, but the story continues from where it left off, and the beta testers might have recognized a player from the previous game. They remarked that they have genuinely focused on the topics they feel passionate about, which is an exciting development. They went into action to make the best first-person melee fighting game possible. They've put a lot of work into creating a first-person fighting experience, which is another reason why they believe the game will be so much fun to play. David Stenton and James Worrell responded to another question by stating that they have segmented Los Angeles into several different districts. Some of them are large, but others are more manageable. As the story progresses, new sections will become accessible, and you can freely move between them. Within such districts, you can participate in various optional tasks, each of which can be different. Each community has its own population of zombies, which have all been curated and costumed to reflect the culture of that district, and Los Angeles in general. In addition, they included an illustration in which they have a rollerblading screamer wearing a helmet while rollerblading. To better understand, they provided a second illustration in which they have Muscle Beach. This is where the players are first exposed to many steroid-addled significant crusher types. They stated that the game is about being in your face, since they are not interested in dumping hordes of World War Z zombies from a distance. This is because they said the game is about being in your face. They went on to underline that the game is all about the struggle and the immediacy, and that's why the zombies have to feel like they used to be real people for the game to work correctly. James Worrell and David Stenton were asked to enlighten the public on the gore technology they've implemented. They reportedly want it to feel like an 80s horror sci-fi film, in which the monsters take center stage, and the audience spends the entire movie trying to piece together what's going on with them, the virus, and where it's all headed. Unfortunately, guys, that's all the time we've got for today. Make sure to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.